Who's there?
Joe. Joe who? Joe Mama. Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be reviewing the 2014 Christopher Nolan sci-fi film Interstellar. This review will contain spoilers, so go to this time for the percentage that I would give this film. Now, Christopher Nolan is easily one of my favorite directors, and this is probably one of my favorite films of his. For starters, it has a great score. Like, Hans Zimmer does a great job in here. And also, as far as visuals go, like, this movie, like, has beautiful effects, some of the best shots in a movie ever, and so much more. Now, this movie, you could say, starts off with a little bit of a slower start, but that's okay, because once you get to the end of this movie, it pays off, as a good movie should. I really enjoyed Matthew McConaughey's character in this film. He provided for a really good main character, and I like that a lot. One of my favorite things with this movie is you could tell they really tried to be realistic with a lot of the things that they did. I mean, like, whenever they're in space, right, there's just no sound. And that's really cool, right? Because, you know, obviously in space, sound can't travel through a void. Sound can't travel through a vacuum. So I like that they did that. Like, there's some shots where there's just like steam coming out of the ship and everything, and there's no sound, and I really like that a lot. And probably my favorite scene in this movie is the scene with like the waves. So basically Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway and the other guy go to this planet to test some samples. And they see these mountains in the distance, right? And then Matthew McConaughey's like, those aren't mountains. Those are waves. And it is just this really cool, tense scene that somehow manages to be scarier than most horror movies these days. Right after that, they find out that they've been gone for 23 years since time moves slower since they're near a black hole. And this provides us with an extremely emotional scene. It's just so sad to see your kids literally grow up in front of your eyes in a matter of minutes. And I was just so emotional and really well done. Like, Christopher Nolan is just a master filmmaker, and he just knocks it out of the freaking park in this movie. No. And also, it really surprised me when freaking Jason Bourne popped out of this little thing. He was like, hey, yeah, I'm in this movie now. And I thought he was a really good character in this movie, so that was great. Then you had the whole, like, boarding scene, which was awesome. And then another amazing part was when Matthew McConaughey went into the black hole. It was just this really unique, cool concept, right? And he's in his little girl's bookshelf, and there was another really emotional scene, and it just tied the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie really well, and I like that a lot. There are a couple problems with this movie, I'll give you that. I mean, at times it feels a little bit slow. Like, Anne Hathaway has this one part where she's just talking about love, and it's very random, you know? And also, I think, like, the last 10 minutes of this movie, it just kind of, I don't know, I think it could have been a little bit better. It was good, but it could have been great. So Interstellar is a great science fiction movie from Christopher Nolan with some great tense scenes, a great score, and some very emotional stuff as well. It's not flawless, but I would still say it is definitely worth watching. The percent that I would give Interstellar is a 94%. Anyway, guys, that concludes this review, and as always, make sure to get lost, hit the road, take a hike, and I will see you on the next video. This video will end in 3 seconds, so if you don't want it to go to the next video, then you better click away. 3, 2, 1. Oh.